back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. For those joining us, well, we may be in the tail end of the program, but it's still very informative for you folks. It is a Friday, the 5th of July, the first weekend of the month of July almost upon us. Let me give you some definition, actually. Big words coming your way. Capital markets are financial markets for the buying and selling of long-term debt or equity-backed securities. These markets channel the wealth of savers to those who can put it on long-term productive use, such as companies or governments making long-term investments. If you just went, duh, after that definition, we have a distinguished gentleman with us inside the studio to make it a lot easier for us to understand capital markets. So, Sam.
Yes, Ryan, we have Dr. Pratibha Mahanamaheva here to discuss the investment day, which is going to be the biggest investment day to ever be organized in the country. So Dr. Mahanamaheva is the best person to discuss this with us. He's an attorney at law, the commissioner of the Security and Exchange Commission, which are the organizers of this. He's also the Dean of Law at the Kothalavala Defence Academy. And Dr. Mahanamaheva is here with us to discuss Investment Day, which is of such significance to the country. Doctor, if you could outline to us what exactly the Investment Day 2013, what it's about.
Sam, actually, when you are talking about Investment Day,
yes,
like you have Mother's Day, then Father's Day, Human Rights Day, likewise, this is the biggest event in any potential investor's diary, as well as existing investors' diary. What do you mean by Investment Day? Very simply, all stakeholders in the capital market, they meet in one place, one roof, and anyone who really interested invest in these companies or in the share market, they can come to us step to step. All these procedures, how the benefits and everything we clearly explain. Now this is a great opportunity because one roof you can meet everyone. The main regulator, Security Exchange Commission, the stock exchange, then you have broking firms, investment companies, then you have basically when you talk about margin providers, unit trust management companies. You won't get this day until next year. So this is the best opportunity. Come, meet us, see us. We have lot of events for the potential investors and the existing investors. So Investment Day means everyone we collect one roof, but the most important actor, our investors.
Doctor, the idea of having all these investors or hoping to be investors, how important is having like what they call a share like in a country like Sri Lanka? What is the impact of having more people getting involved in the capital markets?
Yeah, very good. Ryan, after peace in this country, we are talking about development. Capital market is a part of economic development. Now if you see countries like USA, Hong Kong, and also in the Asian region, last 12 months, if you clearly see Sri Lanka statistics, I can say Colombo Stock Exchange recorded 30% growth. That means our market is developing. Second, if you see this annual average return of the stock market, last 5 years growth is 46%. Now see the market interest rate that is declining. Therefore, citizens in this country as well as foreigners, they can see other options. For example, equity, debt, as well as unit trust. Now for example, if you are talking about country like Sri Lanka, we have 20 million, nearly 21 million. So if you see, this is where the unit trust, that share, if you basically for middle income, low income, so they can easily approach these companies. And any doubt you have, you can clarify this day. Parallel to this, we are having some seminar throughout the day. Two special invitees are coming. Honorable Basil Rajapaksa, Minister of Economic Development, and also the governor, honorable governor, the central bank, Mr. Ajit Niwat Kabra. So morning we have this starting session. Thereafter we have at the moment 29 broking companies, and also we have listed companies 287, and unit trust 13 management companies. So come see us, everything free of charge. Otherwise, if you miss this day, sometimes you have to pay. Today is the best opportunity. Don't miss. Anyone having even 10 rupees in your pocket, that's more than enough to invest. Start invest, Ryan.
Doctor, if you could tell us about, like, for example, you said that the stock market in Colombo has been doing really well. For the general public, because there is a perception that there's only a few players who really invest and play, so people are a little backward when it comes into like investing. What does the investment day do to sort of explain to them that this is not the scenario?
Correct. Now, for example, this is the real practical thing that is not in the case. So we have, if you take Sri Lanka, now these general public, they have started investing. So this has gone to the grassroots level. That's why Securities Exchange Commission is there. We are the regulators. If there is a bad guy, we know how to handle it. So rules and regulations are there. So if anyone having a doubt like that, they can complain to us, right? But nothing like that, because opportunities are there, options are there, and also we are going to amend our act to give the greatest protection for our potential investors and existing investors. So we have a system, we have an investigator department, so any doubt they can clear with us.
Doctor, according to the information that we gathered, this could be the biggest since the 2011 exhibition or investment day of 2011. My question, Doc, you mentioned it earlier, even with 10 rupees in your pocket, people sadly watching right now have an idea, oh, this will only appeal to those taking those management, those business courses. I am just a housewife, I am just a student. Investment is something that's too far-fetched for me. How would that question and doubts be addressed?
That's very important. Now the concept of investment day, and the biggest in this country's history, anyone, if you have any idea to invest and you have a lot of options, what you can do, this is actually, Ryan, awareness day. Actually, in other way, if I can tell you, please see silently what's happening. If you start investing, where you end? There should be some outcome. There should be some benefit. Otherwise, people are not investing. But today, in the real world, comparing to other options, Colombo stock market growth day by day, and the annual return. So there is a return for anyone who invests. It is a protection for the future, and also lot of benefit. Not for that person, but for the country also. Country means, Ryan, economic development.
That's true.
You are a part of this very important economic development programs.
Doctor, there's supposed to be more than 60 stalls that's going to be there. If you could tell, basically guide the people who are going to come there as to which stall they should go for, which advice.